Here's your morning cheat sheet, the top headlines to get you through the day. The CDC confirms the first American coronavirus case with no link to China or exposure to another patient. People in Sacramento, California now concerned about it spreading throughout their community there. A federal appeals court ruling that the Trump administration can withhold funds from states that have declared themselves sanctuaries from federal immigration policies. States affected include New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Washington, Massachusetts, Virginia, and Rhode Island. And 2020 Democrats continue their campaigning in South Carolina. The state going to hold the first of the South primary on Saturday. Currently, Joe Biden is leading in the state, but with a narrow lead. Lauren.
President Trump says the U.S. is ready to handle an outbreak of the coronavirus as the CDC confirms the first U.S. case not linked to China. We bring in healthcare analyst Seth Denson, author of The Cure, a blueprint for solving America's healthcare crisis. Good morning to you, Seth.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
With respect to that case in California, Cheryl just gave us the details. How prepared is the U.S. to handle what's called community spread?
Well, listen, I think that time will tell how prepared we really are. But if you think about our healthcare system versus what is available in the rest of the world, we're the most prepared that's out there. I mean, the United States is responsible for roughly 70% of all innovation that is utilized throughout the world when it comes to healthcare. So if there's a country that's best prepared, it's us.
But what about getting testing kits? We're hearing that there's just not enough of them to actually see if patients do have the coronavirus, because when you go to the doctor with the regular symptoms of a flu, that could be coronavirus. How do you know if you don't have the kits?
Yeah, that's a challenge, right? And these kits are available strategically placed throughout the United States. So it is, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and how fast and if and when this spreads, if we can get the right testing in place. But rest assured that the best minds in the world are right here in the United States, and they're working on this.
Seth, how much money do we need to fight the coronavirus? Is it $2.5 billion or is it $8.5 billion?
Well, listen, whether it's 2.5 or 8.5, I think Congress has made it clear that we'll get it. I like the president's approach of saying, hey, let's start with 2.5 and let's be physically responsible here and not ask for more money than we're going to need. Congress is willing to give it. Chuck Schumer, everybody's already come out and said they'd be willing to give it. So I'm sure that if it does take 8, we'll get it.
Yeah. Do you think they're politicizing the virus at all? Because the virus is neither Democrat or Republican.
I think that, unfortunately, the Democrats would politicize just about anything these days. They've kind of proven that, and that's the sad state I think that we're in. We need our leaders to come together and work together towards a solution. It's sad that we're politicizing something as really scary as this could be.
Seth, what do we need from China? I was reading a report and I was shocked to learn that 90% of the core ingredients from some drugs like amoxicillin come from China. If we can't get those key ingredients out of that country because of chokeholds with the supply chain, what do we do?
Well, good news is there are American ingenuity, American companies already out there trying to create new alternatives or take maybe old alternatives that have been used against the SARS virus or the Ebola virus. Companies like Gilead that are out there that was already been reported today that are doing some things to try to advance solutions in the event we can't get that supply chain from China. But listen, this is an alarm that many of us have been sounding for years that we need to wake up to, that too many materials within our generic drugs are manufactured in China. We need to start bringing some of that manufacturing back to the United States.
Yeah, and now it's going to happen, but it's going to be slow. Seth, thank you for the time and the expertise. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Great point there. Yeah.